All right, so we're back with another women's fragrance. This one's for my wife, of course, because I don't buy for anybody else. This is from Khadlaj. This is Hareem Al Sultan Gold. This is not a spray. This is a pure perfume oil. That's also why the size is so small. It's 35 milliliters, and it was $24.99 at Burlington. So Burlington is really going hard with the Middle Eastern fragrances and fragrance houses, which is pretty cool because they often are fairly high quality for the price point. So overall, what you're going to be dealing with this particular fragrance is going to be a lot of fruit and sweetness. So obviously very feminine, very women-oriented fragrance because it's for the women. And it is going to start off with a bunch of bergamot, jasmine, peony, and then it kind of settles down to a pineapple and peach. That's what I get the most from this is the pineapple and the peach especially. And then the final dry down is going to give you musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. I get more of the musk and sandalwood, less of the patchouli, but that's just my nose. But yeah, so this is a perfume oil, and if you've never used a perfume oil before, they just come on a little glass stick on the end of the cap, and you can put as much or as little on as you want. It came with a little sprayer right there that was just a little sampler to make sure you like it. It's the same scent. This one came a little leaky, unfortunately, but I didn't really care. I didn't buy it for the sampler. I bought it for the actual piece. And you're going to notice very quickly, right off the bat, that like many Middle Eastern fragrances, this thing is ostentatious. They have no problem showering the gold, making it look really, just upping the presentation game as much as humanly possible in many cases. You get a lot of gold, a lot of little glass jewel embellishments. Just a very, very fun, interesting kind of bottle here that I'm having trouble getting out. But yeah, it's a high quality fragrance. It does not smell overly like, I'm going to say cloying. It's very, very sweet. Very, very kind of syrupy. It's not, it's got a little bit of powderiness from the peony and the musk. But overall, just a very, very high quality fragrance. And it's great for people who have sensitivities to alcohol or the denatured alcohol that's in most fragrance sprays. Because remember, the idea is they put the denatured alcohol in there to help it spread, to help it aerosolize, it dries out and evaporates. Some people have issues with headaches caused by the alcohol itself. And this is a good way to bypass that is with pure perfume oil. So if you're looking for something very fruity, very sweet, very summer daytime oriented, hyper feminine, this is a good choice for you if you happen to find it. Again, $25 is what it was at Burlington. You can find it on Joma Shop for like $22. Fragrance Net, I think, around the same price. So if you're lucky and you find this at Burlington, you can pick it up. It's a good product. It has good projection. I can smell it on my wife when she walks in. I can notice it. I go a little nose blind to it because I put it on my own skin for the sake of the review. But it's just a very, very sweet, peachy kind of smell when it starts to dry down, and then after a few, like 30 minutes to an hour, it's more musky, but those peach overtones kind of do stick around for quite some time, which is pretty impressive because usually those fruit notes just kind of break down quicker, but this sticks around for a little bit longer. I think a lot of that's credited to the fact that it's a pure perfume oil rather than something that's going to dry out quickly from like the denatured alcohol that's in like an EDP or EDT kind of fragrance, or even an elixir fragrance. So it's going to give you a lot of long-lasting effect, and it projects pretty well, and it's going to basically, you'll be able to smell it on yourself for several hours after you wear it. I would say 6 hours is a pretty safe bet, so it's got a good long lifespan, and overall, really happy with the product, and my wife enjoys it as well, and it's just a good smell profile overall, very feminine, very attractive, very, very summer and sweet. So overall, yeah, great product, $25, can't beat it, dirt cheap for what it is, and because it's an oil and you only put a couple drops on, maybe on one of the wrist, one of the neck, it's going to last a long time. So just keep that in mind. It'll last you a while, unless you're like bathing in it or something. My only small complaint is the rubber stopper that's in the cap that helps it prevent leaking if it were to fall over. It did fall out, and that's just because oil tends to break down any kind of glue or adhesive that's on the little rubber seal. So that fell out, but as long as this thing stays in an upright position, it shouldn't be an issue.